Oliver, a scientific genius, stood before his greatest invention, the de-aging device. He had worked for years, he sacrificed everything, but today victory would be his. Oliver dreamed of helping people. Imagine reversing aging, no more wrinkles. Oliver wouldn't keep it a secret. The world needed to know. But first, a test subject, himself of course. A little risky, maybe? For science, he declared, strapping himself in. Lights whirred, gears spun. Oliver felt a tingling. Oliver watched his hands, younger, smoother. "It's working," he cried, feeling a bit lightheaded. The world spun, he felt shorter. His lab coat pooled around his feet. His voice squeaked, "Oh!" He looked down, tiny hands, chubby legs. He was a child again. Panicking, Oliver reached for the controls. He had to reverse it, but his little fingers fumbled. The machine whirred on, the de-aging process accelerating. Oliver was now a toddler, babbling incoherently. His grand experiment had backfired spectacularly. He crawled on the floor, his lab now a giant playground. Suddenly the door burst open. Karina, his assistant, stood there, eyes widening in disbelief. "Oliver, what have you done?" Oliver pointed at himself, then at the machine, trying to explain. Goo goo gaga, he just sounded like a regular baby. This was beyond embarrassing. Karina's initial shock gave way to a calculating gleam in her eyes. A slow smile spread across her face. This was her chance. She had always resented Oliver. She deserved the credit. Now she could take it. No one would believe a toddler's ramblings. "Poor Oliver," she cooed, scooping him up. "Don't worry, I'll take care of everything." But her voice was laced with a chilling undertone. Section 5, trapped in a toddler's body. Oliver squirmed in Karina's grasp. He had to stop her. He tried to speak, to reason. All that came out was, "Wah!" He was trapped, a prisoner in his own rejuvenated body. He watched helplessly as Karina dismantled his lab, erasing all evidence of his involvement. Fear gnawed at him. How could he escape this predicament? Who would believe a toddler genius? He felt a tear roll down his cheek. Section 6. Goo goo gaga, more like no, 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 no. Days turned into weeks. Oliver was stuck. Karina fed him mushy food, made him wear ridiculous onesies. He, a scientific genius, reduced to playing with rattles. He tried to act normal, hoping to throw Karina off guard. He babbled and giggled, all the while plotting his revenge. He may be small, but Oliver was still brilliant. He just needed time and the right opportunity. Section 7. A glimmer of hope. One day, Karina brought a group of scientists to the lab. She was showing off, claiming Oliver's work as her own. Oliver seethed. He noticed a whiteboard filled with equations. Karina was close, but she had made a critical error. This was his chance. Oliver grabbed a marker with his tiny hand and scribbled furiously on the very bottom part of the board, correcting Karina's mistake. Section 8. The tables will turn. The scientists were stunned. Karina paled. "It's just baby gibberish," she stammered, trying to erase Oliver's markings. But one scientist, an older man with wise eyes, stopped her. He studied the board intently. "Wait," he whispered. This is remarkable." He peered down at Oliver, who stared back defiantly. "Young man," he said, "you've got some explaining to do." Section 9. Epilogue. The truth came out. Oliver, with the help of the astonished scientists, managed to reverse the de-aging process. Karina's deception was exposed. Oliver regained his rightful place, his invention hailed as a breakthrough. But he had learned a valuable lesson about trust, ambition, and the perils of unchecked scientific curiosity. And he decided from that day forward he'd stick to lab rats. They couldn't steal his thunder, at least not as easily.